Hey PJs, welcome back to another slime review. Today I am reviewing PeachyBBies. I purchased a total of 3 slimes in 2 different packages. Because of how fast she sells out, I was just like trying to add slimes to my cart and they started selling out, so I just grabbed 2 on my first go and then went back in, and lucky enough I was able to grab 1 more to make a full review. It was hectic. She has gotten so popular lately, so I am so glad I was actually able to buy her slimes. Both packages had essentially the same stuff in it, except for the slime package with 2 slimes in it came with that little mochi squishy, which is really adorable. I love squishing those so much. I actually have one on my desk that reminds me of my cat that I used to have. It's adorable. And then in this little package, it came with her PeachyBBies wristband, which is really cute. Both came with some, I think, PeachyBBies stickers. I didn't show them all because they kept like falling, but you get the idea. And they also came with activator pens in 2 different colors. And then of course her business cards, which are really big and very detailed. I love how they look. And here are the slimes I purchased. They all are 7 ounces and they come in these yellow screw top lid containers with her logo on the top and the slime name on the side. Starting off with this first slime, this is called Love Fetty Batter, which is described as a dense and drizzly dough-like texture, scented strawberry cookie dough. It's a tan colored slime that comes with a random colored gummy bear charm, 3 foam java chips, they were very specific about that, and a sprinkle mix that contains like different colored hearts. I will apologize in advance. This one and one of the other slimes that I'm going to review have basically the same texture. They're a little different, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Like I said, when I was trying to buy her, slimes were selling out so fast. I think lately she's been selling out in 3 minutes, which is insane. I am so proud of her for that because like she deserves it. She has worked so hard with her slime shop, so I love to see that. But it was hectic. So many things that I wanted were selling out. So at the end, I just kind of bought things without knowing what they were. So that's why there's 2 kind of same textures. Speaking on textures, this slime reminded me of like a cloud. It was kind of a cloud dough, which I don't like, but it has the drizzle of a cloud slime. So it was kind of a hybrid between the 2. I thought that the slime itself was very soft and kind of actually felt like a cloud. The scent was actually really on point. It smells like strawberry cookie dough, which is a really interesting scent combination. I don't even think I've ever actually tasted a cookie that was like strawberry based, so the scent was intriguing. It did have quite a bit of residue, which is pretty common with cloud doughs, but a little more than I'm comfortable with. It was getting like all over my hands, and that's usually the breaking point for me when I kind of have to say something. Besides that though, the slime was very fun to squish. You could mold it into like any different shape. It was just super fun to like hold and just mess with. And I think the color and everything just looks exactly like cookie dough, which is so cool. I was also able to get quite a few decent bubble pops out of this, so it's definitely, to me at least, a hybrid texture of sorts. Probably mostly on the cloud dough side, which I normally don't like, but just because of how cute this one is and the way it looks, I did really enjoy this one. Just because of the residue, it's going to get 4.5 out of 5 pajamas, but I still love it. Next up is Snow Fairy Cake, which is also described as a dense and drizzly dough-like texture. It is colored a light yellow and pink, scented like snow fairy, and the add-ins include star and cloud sprinkles, clay chunks, some glitter, and a fairy charm. So obviously this was the slime I was talking about. It essentially has the same texture as the last one, and that is completely on me. It was just so bad. It looked so bad on the website. Like, everybody was trying so hard to get the slimes they wanted, and it's insane. Like, if you have ever seen her TikTok, if you have TikTok, I would definitely recommend go and look at like the comments and things right after she restocks, because I sometimes I just feel so bad because people have waited weeks to get her slimes, and that's not on her. It's just she doesn't have a big enough warehouse, and you know, obviously it takes so much to make slime, and the demand is super high for her stuff. So nothing on her. It's just like the comments are really insane. Some of them are blaming her, some of them are saying, well, you lost my business, and some of them, I don't even know. But yeah, so if you're actually listening to me ramble on this part, what do you think about like the whole situation? Because if you look at her comments, a lot of people are angry at her. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Anyways, back to the slime. Mixing it was incredibly satisfying. I don't know if it was like the colors or what, but it just looked so magical to me. And of course, mixing the colors was fun, and this color is stunning. Like, the best way I can describe it is like it turned into like a salmon color, but if salmon was a highlighter color. You know what I'm talking about? Like the really light and bright colors, like if salmon was a highlighter color. Just like the last one, this felt like a very smooth, soft, and kind of creamy cloud, maybe cloud dough texture. This one, in my opinion, had a better drizzle than the last one, so maybe more on the cloud dough or cloud side, but I don't know. Again, it did leave some residue, not nearly as much as the last one, but again, something that I wanted to point out because it was definitely there. The scent was extremely light, and I don't know what Snow Fairy is supposed to smell like, but to me it smelled really sweet, like a hint of floral and kind of like berries. It was like berries and floral mixed together, so if you could have a berry that smells floral. That's what it smelled like. It was extremely light, so it was hard to pinpoint it, but it smelled really good. I'm going to give this one 4.7 out of 5 pajamas just because of the residue. It wasn't a ton, but again, something that was really noticeable, and that's why I'm taking off. This last slime is called Heart of Gold. It is a DIY clay slime that comes with a pink metallic slime base, scented strawberry rose. The DIY clay aspect is 2 different colored clay hearts, which look amazing, by the way. And on top of those, there are some star and heart glitters. The base itself is very clicky and smooth, kind of chubby, so like the tiniest bit of bounce to it. I always find the metallic slimes have the best clicks to them. Like, poking it is so satisfying, and of course with the color and the scent, it reminded me of lip gloss, which really took me back to my childhood because even though I hated lip gloss, I always seemed to have a ton, especially strawberry themed ones. The clay hearts were sent in an extra container, which I always appreciate. It's been like a big thing for me lately to have like the extra container for DIY slimes, or like slimes that won't fit back in the container. So it was really nice to see an extra container, and the clay itself was extremely soft. I loved squishing the hearts. It was kind of weird to see a heart breaking. I don't know, because like obviously this is a Valentine themed slime, which is usually based around love, especially since it's hearts, so like seeing the hearts crack and break and stuff just looked like legit heartbreaking. I don't know, it was weird. It was like an emotional journey with this slime, and I don't know why. Even though the clay hearts were super easy to mix in, the clay itself actually mixed in pretty slowly, which I actually really enjoy because obviously you only get to mix the slime once. So if it takes a longer time, at least to me, it's a lot more enjoyable. And once mixed, the texture turns into a very soft, inflating clay slime. I haven't had a like DIY clay slime in a long time that's had a clear base, let alone a metallic base. So it's really nice to see a different clay texture because it really does make a huge difference. I love the color that this turned into. It was like a sunset orange mixed with pink. It's really beautiful, and when it inflates, it becomes extremely puffy and sizzly with very minimal tackiness. I also really liked this scent. You guys know I like cleaning supplies, and this to me smelled like rose mixed with cleaning supplies. I really liked it. The only downside for this slime is it did leave a ton of micro glitters on my hands. I'm assuming it was the brushing on the clay pieces, but like there's a lot of them. But I'm going to give this one 4.5 out of 5 pajamas just because of those glitters. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, I want to know, do you watch anime? And if you do, what do you watch? What is your favorite? I would love to have, like, huge conversations about it. But anyways, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.